I'd be curious to hear the most common questions that founders come to you guys. Eddie, I don't know if they come to you for the legal. Maybe they come to you for the
They
engineering
do
and the
not come to me
technical.
for the legal.
Yeah. They come to you for the technical questions, and Miles for the legal. But are there any topics topics or concepts or ideas that come up over and over and over again? And hopefully they're more complex than just saying, "Hey, can this person
No,
be in the
it's
Slack
it's
channel?"
evolved significantly over time, and often what sounds like a technical question, unfortunately, ends up being a very
Yeah.
legal question, right? That's
Yeah.
just like that because those things intersect. I don't know that there's like a specific most common question. You'd be surprised by the range I get, honestly. Like if I tried to take a random sample, you'd be it's pretty wild. Uh, I think today what they want to do is they want to ship fast, right? They want to ship fast and they want to make great deals with other companies and they want to make partnerships and they want to they want to release products and they want to hire people. Like that's what comes up today. A year, 2 years, 3 years ago, it was definitely how do I launch a token and how do I do so in a way without getting myself in big trouble, right? I want to do it in the right way and tell me like how I can do it while obtaining my technical vision, right? That came up all the time, and that's actually part of what led to our becoming very interested and involved in the regulatory story, is because of how often this question would come up. Sometimes little themes pop up. Something I've been getting a lot about lately has been privacy. Right? I feel like I'm hoping for this. Maybe I'm projecting a little bit, right? But I think that as crypto obtains a degree of, um, product market fit in fintechy kind of like financial institution world, people are looking at it, grappling with it, thinking about it, imagining it in their product, and they are visualizing privacy issues, right? Which is great. I think that they should think of that. So people are thinking about not just the technical questions of how to bring privacy to their system, but also how to do so in a compliant way, right? Because there's obviously consequences to that as well. I used to get a lot of stuff about scaling. We all know that like 2 years ago it was brutal. Like constantly people are trying to save gas everywhere. Now no one cares about that. Not because it's like unimportant or something, but because we kind of solved it, right? Like a lot of blockchains have added a lot of capacity over the last year and a half. Now I get more questions about UX and how to make things intuitive, wallet design, key management systems, permissioning system. That comes up a lot. No one is talking to me about gas golfing anymore. So it evolves. It evolves. It's interesting, and I take most of those as signs of meaningful progress.
Yeah. Miles, what about you?
Yeah, I mean, I think the area where I'm most commonly having conversations right now is just like, where are we going, right? And how is the regulatory picture evolving, and what does it mean for the founders? And I think there, right, the critical things are, right, we're moving from this efforts-based, decentralization framework to this control-based decentralization framework. What does that mean for entrepreneurs in terms of how they design their systems? I think it makes the conversation a lot easier, right? No longer have to have the conversations around, can this person be in the same Slack as this person, right? Instead, how do you actually focus on the more technical elements of designing incredibly neutral, autonomous systems, and not, dealing with all of the off-chain obfuscation and nonsense. So that's really exciting. I think the value accrual, right, story is one that is just starting to pick up steam, and I'm very excited about that, because I think it just brings a dose of reality to how these tokens function, and I think that's exciting. And then I think the other areas are just around kind of this foundation stuff and the Duna and all those, and how do people kind of deal with the structuring around all of that. We're making good progress there, but I think one of the things that we've come to see, right, is that this industry, you need lighthouse projects. You need to see someone do something that knocks it out of the park, that works really well.